Part 2, The Facts. Chapter 3, Depression, What Is It Really? If you have read through Part 1 of this book, you hopefully now have a better understanding of yourself, the world around you, and some of the critical factors that can contribute to your moodiness and depression. This chapter is going to explore what depression is and how you will know the difference between everyday adolescent moodiness and something much bigger, clinical depression. When Caroline was 17, her family moved from the city to a small town. She had always been a quiet kid, and this move was especially hard on her. In her first year at her new school, she made a good friend, but suddenly that friend stopped talking to her for no apparent reason. When Caroline asked her what was wrong, her friend would not talk about it. Instead, this friend started hanging out with Caroline's sister. Caroline felt deserted. Her only friend had walked away from her. She was always facing a lot of pressure at school. Being in grade 11, she had to keep her marks up so she could get into the college of her choice. Caroline felt as if her world was falling in on her. She lost her enthusiasm for things she normally enjoyed. She had no motivation at all. No motivation at school and couldn't focus. Even though she was exhausted, she couldn't sleep. She would lie awake all night thinking about everything, and although she had always loved food, she couldn't eat, and she had completely lost her appetite. She started having difficulty going to school and often had to call her mom to come and get her. After a long talk with her mom, Caroline agreed to go see her family doctor, who diagnosed her as being depressed, put her on an antidepressant, and sent her to see a counselor. At first, the medication made Caroline feel pretty nauseous, but after a couple of weeks she got used to it. The combination of the medication and talking with her counselor really helped. Being diagnosed as depressed was difficult for Caroline. She felt guilty that she had to be on medication to make her feel better, and would compare herself with others who seemed much worse off than herself. It took a while for her to understand that even though there are people with bigger problems, she needed a bit of extra help to get through hers. Caroline had just finished her first year in college and is looking forward to the future. She knows that depression is something she will probably have to deal with all her life, but she feels strong enough now to handle it. As she says, once you've been through it and you're able to get out of it, then you can handle pretty much anything.